What if you could completely change your life, all before you even have your morning coffee? Well, today we're going to dive into Robin Sharma's The 5 a.m. Club. And look, this isn't just some dry rule book. It's actually a story about two people who are right on the edge and the incredible journey they take that leads them to, well, mastery.
Yeah, this is not your typical self-help book. I mean, right out of the gate, the first line isn't some happy, inspirational quote. No, it's about pure desperation. And that one sentence, it just drops us right into this deep, deep crisis, which, totally sets the stage for what's about to become a huge transformation.
So let's meet our first character, the entrepreneur. I mean, on the surface, she's got it all. She's this celebrated visionary, built a huge tech company right out of her dorm room, the whole 9 yards. But behind all that success, she's dealing with a pain so intense that she's literally thinking about ending it all.
And she's not the only one struggling. We also meet the artist. He's this really creative guy, but he's battling his own demons, just desperate to tap into his true potential. So you've got these two people, both at the same conference, both looking for something, anything, to pull them back from the brink.
And this is where their whole story really kicks off. They run into this strange guy. He looks totally out of place, kind of shabby, Definitely not your typical conference goer. But here's the twist. This man, Mr. Riley, is actually an eccentric billionaire in disguise. And he has the secret to the exact life they're both dying to live.
So Mr. Riley makes them this absolutely wild offer. He says, hey, come with me to my private compound in Mauritius. And he promises that if they do, he'll teach them this secret morning routine, a formula that the absolute top performers in the world use to get, well, legendary results.
And this isn't just some classroom seminar. Oh no, Mr. Riley takes them on this incredible trip around the world. We're talking Mauritius, India, Rome, South Africa. Every single stop is a new classroom, each place designed to teach them another powerful piece of the puzzle on their way to mastery.
So this all leads to the big question, doesn't it? What is this secret he's talking about? How can just the first hour of your day totally set you up for genius-level work and just real happiness? Okay, so the secret, it's called the 20-20-20 formula. And it's all about what he calls the victory hour, that very first hour of the day, from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. The real genius here is how you break it down into 3 separate 20-minute chunks of super-focused activity. And the formula itself, it's beautifully simple. You kick things off with 20 minutes to move. Then you've got 20 minutes to reflect, and you wrap it up with 20 minutes to grow. Each one is designed to wake up your body, your mind, and, your spirit, one step at a time. Now, what's really important here is that each of these parts gets equal time. That's the key. It's not just about getting a workout in or just about reading a book. The real magic happens when all 3 work together. That's what builds this incredible foundation for the rest of your day. All right, let's break it down. First up, that first 20 minutes, move. And we're not talking about a lazy stretch here. The goal is to get moving hard and actually break a sweat. Why? Well, it's all about the science. It clears out cortisol, that's your stress hormone, and fires up dopamine and serotonin, which makes you feel motivated and happy. You are literally rewiring your brain for peak performance right from the start. Okay, next up, pocket 2, reflect. So after all that intense movement, you shift gears into total calm. This is your 20 minutes for meditation, for journaling, for just quiet thought. It's all about getting clear on what's important to you and setting your intention for the day before all the noise of the world comes rushing in. And finally, pocket 3, grow. This is your time for learning. Reading a book, listening to a podcast, studying a new skill, whatever it is. I mean, think about it. Instead of grabbing your phone and scrolling through social media, you're starting your day by actively investing in yourself. It's a total game changer. But here's the thing. The 20-20-20 formula is really just the start. Mr. Riley makes it clear that to keep this going, you have to build a whole lifestyle around it. And that's where he introduces the habits of history makers. The book is packed with these tactics. For instance, there's the tight bubble of total focus, which is all about creating spaces where you can work without any distractions. Then there's Traffic University, basically turning your commute into a learning opportunity. And he even talks about something called the 2 massage protocol, which frames recovery not as a luxury, but as essential for peak performance.
And this isn't just fluff, it's backed by real science. Take that massage protocol he talks about, 2 90-minute massages a week. Get this. Studies show it can slash your cortisol levels by over 30% while boosting all those feel-good chemicals for motivation and happiness. So it totally reframes it, right? It's not an indulgence. It's a strategic tool for high performance. When you boil it all down, all of these routines, all these tactics, they're all designed to fight one thing: distraction. That's the biggest enemy of mastery in the world we live in today. And Mr. Riley puts it so perfectly. He says, "An addiction to distraction is the death of your creative production." Wow.
So let's circle back to the entrepreneur and the artist. After this whole crazy journey, did it actually work? What happened to them?
Oh yeah, the answer is a huge yes. The entrepreneur, she didn't just save her company, she found her passion for it again. The artist, he finally tapped into that creative genius he was searching for. And the best part, as they were busy fixing themselves, they ended up finding each other. Their lives were just completely transformed.
But there's one last twist to the story, and it's a pretty emotional one. Mr. Riley reveals that he's terminally ill. All of his teaching, his energy, his generosity, it was his final act. It was the legacy he was desperately trying to pass on before he ran out of time.
And that really brings us to the core mantra of the whole book. It's simple, but so powerful. It's the big idea that sums everything up. The way you start your morning really does dictate the kind of life you create.
You know, in the end, this isn't just a story about some characters in a book. It's really a challenge to all of us. So the final question isn't for them, it's for you. What are you going to do with your next sunrise?